Let's look at some more problems where we've got negative exponents and bases raised to the 0 power. Again, our instructions asked us to simplify and write our answer using only positive exponents. Okay, so if we look at number 19, this 4 to the negative 3 is going to have to be moved to the bottom because the exponent's negative. It's going to have to be moved to the bottom. And this b to the negative 7 is going to have to be moved to the top. Okay, so when I move the 4 to the negative 3 to the bottom, all that does is make the exponent positive. And when I move the b to the negative 7 to the top, all it does is make this exponent positive. Now, a to the 0 is what? Right, it's 1. So a to the 0 is 1, okay? And then on the bottom, I have 4 to the positive 3 power, and on top I have b to the positive 7 power. And so now I'm going to simplify that out. On top I've got b to the 7th, and 4 to the 3rd is 4 times 4, which is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. And so that is your number 19 answer. Let's look at 21. Okay, 21 is not too bad. 2 squared is 4. All right. And this y to the negative 6 needs to be moved to the bottom so that it'll be y to the positive 6. And this 8 to the negative 1 needs to be moved to the top. So I've got times 8 to the first power. And anytime you have something raised to the first power, you just don't write it. So you can see my 8 to the first power. I'm just going to erase that to the first. Anytime you have something to the first power, you don't write it, it's just understood. Now, z to the 0 power on bottom is just 1, so I'm going to multiply by 1. And then this x to the negative 7 gets moved to the top because the exponent's negative on bottom, so if I move it to the top, it'll be positive on top. And so now let's look at what I got. This 2 squared's right here, 4. This y to the negative 6 is right here on bottom with a positive 6. This 8 to the negative 1's right here on top. Z to the 0 on bottom is 1, so it's right here. And x to the negative 7's on top, it's positive. Now let's simplify what we've got. 4 times 8 is 32. X to the 7th. Over y to the 6 times 1 is just y to the 6th power. And there's nothing we can do from there, so that's our answer. Okay, so let's look at this little chart. And this chart's trying to get you to recognize a pattern. 3 to the 3rd power means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Okay? 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. 3 to the 1st power is just 3. 3 to the 0 power is 1, right? Now, 3 to the negative 1 means 1 over 3 to the positive 1, which is just 1/3. 3 to the negative 2 power, remember since the exponent's negative, that's the same as 1 over 3 to the 2nd power, which is 1 over 9. So right here I'll put 1 over 9. And then right here, 3 to the negative 3 power means 1 over 3 to the positive 3, which is the same thing as 1 over 27. So this is 1 over 27. Okay? And now let's recognize the pattern. When I reduce the power from cubed to squared, what am I doing with my output? My output's going from 27 to 9. So basically I'm dividing it by what? By 3. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. And then when I take my power and go from squared to the 1st power, my output goes from 9 to 3, which is also dividing by 3. So reducing the power by 1 in this case, right? Reducing the power by 1 is the same thing as dividing my output by 3. And that's only in this case.